Wendy Lynn writes to the group, "Hi, I was hoping I could have a relationship reading, please. I have been hurt badly in the past. Should I let my guard down for the new guy I'm seeing? Thank you in advance." So I shall grab hold of the cards and we shall shuffle them and ask on your behalf, Wendy. And we simply ask, on behalf of Wendy Lynn, for the truth. I ask for the truth on behalf of Wendy Lynn concerning relationship issues. Should she let her guard down again? She's been hurt before. What's going to happen again? Is this a pattern? What is this about? I ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just place the cards to the side here, Wendy, and we'll deal out 3. In this particular spread, of course, we know it's past, present and future, but in the sense of recent past, present and immediate future. The first card then, as you can see there, I'll just move it there just so you can see it a bit better. The first card we deal is the recent past. This is the period of time about 28 days between now and 28 days ago, any time between that sort of period, within that time line, as you could say. What was going on with this position or situation, circumstance, I suppose you could call it? What's been going on between then and now with this new guy? Should you let your guard down? As we slowly reveal the energy for the recent past, you can see there the energy of Medusa. And Medusa's energy is all about jealousy, isn't it? And this, I suppose, has been the problem over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. Jealousy leads to downfall. It did last time, didn't it? You didn't have to be jealous, of course. You could have tried to have remained pragmatic. But I'm sort of focusing on the green of the heart chakra, why, with the serpents and the green garment that Medusa wears there, and as if there's something with the heart chakra going on there. Of course, well, I suppose it's envy, isn't it? That between now and this time last month, you were jealous of him and somebody else, in the sense that he's had somebody else, and maybe you were envious of his ex or whatever this is. Totally oblivious to the fact that you have had exes and has he got a right to be envious of you? The fact that you could still be thinking about one of those axes as well? You don't have to think about one of those axes that you've had. You don't have to think about one of your axes, but you know you're thinking about them now, aren't you? At least one of them. And this is the thing, isn't it? And it's making you think, is he thinking of his axe? He doesn't have to, neither. Does he? He doesn't have to think of you don't even have to even let it cross your mind that he may be thinking of an axe that could lead him astray or make you jealous and hurt you again. But you know that that's what's going through your mind. And you know that that's what hurt you last time. And it led to downfall indeed. And there was darkness. Again, here in this reading, notice the darkness behind Medusa. Although maybe there is darkness in front and to the side, but behind, the darkness behind is the one that's important. The one to the side and in front is seen. For as uncertain as it is, it's seen, but the darkness behind is the darkness that one turns oneself away from, that one refuses to face, that one likes to think that one is walking away from. But one doesn't have to think about it. You don't have to think about that darkness that's behind you, Wendy, but you know you are doing, and you know it hurts even more, doesn't it? But does it? Let's see what the next card reveals, and let's see what energy you've got here. Let's see what energy is vibrating right now. Are you thinking about it? What's the effect of it? What is the result of what has been going on? What's the result of the downfall that came about because of the jealousy, hindrance? Fate has blocked this path for you. Fate is blocking this path for you even right now at present tense, but it will block this path as well. You might not be thinking that anything that can go wrong will go wrong at the most inconvenient time. But I think that's probably what's going through your mind right now. And that's probably what you're experiencing as well right now. And that's really the essence of what's hurting right now. There is another guy, another person in your life, another man in your life. But fate is blocking your path. Whatever this is you want to do with him, whatever it is you want to do, fate is blocking your path. Do you believe in fate or do you believe in destiny? That's the question. Certainly the envy has been experienced. And it's that hurts, and it's that, I suppose, partly, that could be partly responsible for literally the hindrance, the fiery energy there. Notice every time you think about it, which you don't have to, but you know as you think about it, it burns away within you because you know it's happened. You can't unhappen it. You can only remember it and hopefully learn from it. But as you learn from it, fate itself blocks this path in the sense of is this a pattern reoccurring? And its energy, its vibration, the vibrations of the envy, of past downfall caused by jealousy, has created a sort of no-go situation right now, or has created a blockage. It's created a blockage, and that blockage is the hurt, isn't it? The hurt itself is the blockage. If only I could remove the hurt. I don't have to let this hurt me. I can move on. But you know full well it does hurt. And you know full well that it is difficult to move on. But from now to then, to the immediate future, between now and this time next month, what does actually happen? Fate blocks this path right now because of the patterns and the vibrations that have taken place and that have been sort of imprinted on your aura, on your psyche, on even your soul maybe. What is the immediate future? We shuffle these cards on your behalf and we asked, I've not seen this card, and you no doubt haven't neither. We'll pull it out and we'll flip the card and we'll now see what this vibration, each card is a vibration, is an angel, a messenger. What is the message from Spirit about your immediate future? The energy of the golem. The energy of the golem vibrates there right now, or vibrates now but in the future. So he's speaking from the future, isn't he? He's speaking into the past. His energy is in the future, speaking back into the past, which is now. Speaking to you from the future, saying that a close friend will come to your aid, will help you in some way. Given the jealousy of the past and the hurt that's there and now, and the fear of letting down your guard, and you know full well that fate itself is blocking you from letting your guard down anyway. You've got to keep your guard up anyway. The immediate future is just saying really that there is somebody close to you who will speak on your behalf, maybe put in a good word for you. She's not a bad old stick really, you know. We all have problems and whatever, but she isn't that bad. She's not as bad as you say she is. But you see, Wendy, you don't have to you don't have to worry about that. that that friend may say something out of turn or whatever, in an attempt to try and help you. I'm sort of sensing that in an attempt to try and help you, it's all well meant, that they'll end up hindering or hurting you. I'm getting a sense it's an axe. Now, you don't have to think along this line, but I'm sort of sensing it may be an axe who just wants to put in a good word just to make amends, or just so he knows he's not in your bad books, and so that you parted. Married, did we meet, married, do we part, and all that sort of thing. And to part merrily, as you would say, he'll put in a word for you, but it may backfire. You don't have to distrust him. You know who he is, but you don't have to distrust him. You don't have to say, oh, you know, don't bother putting a good word in for me or anything like that, because you know full well it'll backfire, because you know full well he's quite capable of, I suppose in a way, sticking the knife in inadvertently. And I want to just pull another card. I want to just draw another card here, because I sort of feel as though there's an energy around about April time. This is sort of March, isn't it? But I want to just see about April, because if this person who's close to you puts in a good word for you, acts on your behalf, and even maybe doing something, what is the result of that? Is it just merely, let's say, an act, as in a doing, or is it just a saying? I sort of sense you'll try and put a word in, and, well, we know. But let's just reveal the next card here. The energy of the chalice, noticed there. You'll probably recognise that that's to do with the element of water and feelings, emotions. Surrounded by darkness, but anything sort of subdued light, well, anything that has a shine on it will glisten in subdued light, won't it? And that's really the key to it. Whatever the friend does or says, it seems to be implying that you will get some form of fulfillment from that. Be he put in a good word for you, knowing that he is your ex, but you don't have to think about him, but you know he's there, and knowing that he's there to try and make amends for the past hurt or whatever. Well, I don't feel as hurt anymore. I don't feel that bad about him anymore. He's not a bad old stick himself, neither. And rejuvenation sets in. Of the very acts that you don't want to think about anymore. And yet, is there, I don't know about a dilemma, but or a catch-22, but is there a in around about April time, between now and sort of the, you know, 17th of April, that sort of time, you could say between this full moon and the next full moon, just as hazard a guess, or roundabout, is it? But nevertheless, something is afoot here, and I want to pull yet another card. I usually try and just pull one as an overview, but I somehow feel there's energies here that need examining further, just to clear out the clutter, I suppose, in the sense of what is this about? What if this is a rejuvenation of an old relationship, the acts that you shouldn't really be thinking about, that you should be moving on from because he caused hurt before, then we will see what this card here, probably no doubt the final card, I would assume that it is, for now anyway. We really have gone too far, haven't we? The energy of the Sphinx here. The energy of the Sphinx just indicating, really, notice how she looks forward, she faces forward, although she looks to the side, as if she's looking to the future. In around about Beltane, May, June, sort of, May, well, about May time, only about summertime, isn't it? Beginning of summer. And she faces you right now from the future, and yes, be careful what you say though. Relationships can blossom, just like somebody, an axe can put in a good word for you, but this may lead to rejuvenation. It may lead to fulfillment, in the sense that you feel at least you've had some effect, some positive effect on an axe that may put a good word in for you. But are they themselves trying to rejuvenate the relationship? Are they thinking of reconciliation with you, and all you can do is try not to think of the hurt that they caused? And yet, knowing full well, for as much as one can get fulfillment and rub one's hands together in glee, in satisfaction that maybe, just maybe, you've hurt them as well, to make it even Stevens, nevertheless, choose your words wisely, young lady. That mouth of yours will get you in trouble. For now, I think it's best to just cast a shadow. Until next time, these cards have spoken.